In this video, I'll simplify the heart rate zone based workout for anyone to use. Hi, this is my wife Chinmayi.
And this is my husband Shri.
If this is your first time here and it's your passion to be extremely fit, happy and you want to live long, then remember to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you don't miss any of my videos. Hi, welcome to another fitness video. We all have something in common. We want to have more time, isn't it? That is not possible, right? We have only 24 hours. So the only way we can have more time is to use time more efficiently. For example, during our runs, we can read a book using Audible. We can wear a wrist weight and exercise our biceps and upper body during our runs. So there are many ways using which we can optimize the use of our workout time. This video shows how we can ensure maximum benefit from our workout duration to build a strong aerobic foundation and overall fitness. We often tend to exercise blindly and go by the feel and sweating amount. This is not the right way to use our workout time. We should use our heart rate values wisely to assess and ensure the quality of our workouts. There are so many videos on heart rate zone based workouts. It is incredibly confusing, especially for a beginner. You must have a good fitness band or a fitness watch to measure your heart rate during your workout. You can check your heart rate manually and validate the accuracy of a fitness band. I use Garmin Forerunner 935, which is an old model, along with its chest band. Earlier I used to use Fitbit as well. I will provide some links in the description. Okay, let's get started. First, we need to know some commonly used terminologies related to cardiovascular performance. First is called the resting heart rate. This is the lowest beat per minute our heart needs to beat to keep us alive. Normally this happens during early mornings when we are about to wake up, when our heart rate is the lowest. Fitness bands too can identify it. We don't need this value, we can keep it aside. Resting heart rate can improve, meaning resting heart rate can become lower and lower. For example, my resting heart rate used to be 56, 57. Now it is below 50. It is in the 40s. So as your workouts improve, your resting heart rate comes down. Next is max heart rate. This is the maximum, physical maximum limit of your heart, how fast your heart can beat. Usually this will not change, but with age it will come down. Many fitness programs use this maximum heart rate. You will find many apps and sites using a formula to calculate this max heart rate. I don't go by it because it's absolutely wrong in my case, because they calculate 220 minus your age to arrive at this max heart rate. We will ignore max heart rate and keep it aside. Next is called the heart rate zones. The gap between the resting heart rate and the maximum heart rate is split into 5 bands. Each of those bands have its own unique qualities. We call it zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 and zone 5. Today's video, we are only focusing on zone 2. So all the other zone values we can keep it aside. So now let's see how we can calculate our zone 2. Before that, we must understand another heart rate value called lactate threshold. The simplest explanation is this is the aerobic limit. We will use LTHR for our workout. And initially we'll make a rough estimate of our LTHR value. For this we will do a test run of about 30 minutes. We will do 30 minutes of run at maximum sustainable speed. You figure out the maximum speed that you can maintain for 30 minutes without major speed degradation. During this run, measure your heart rate value at 10 minutes and at the end, that is at 30 minutes. Find out the average. That is our initial lactate threshold heart rate. Using this LTHR, we will calculate our zone 2 range. Zone 2 lower limit is 80% of your LTHR value and zone 2 upper limit is 89% of your LTHR value based on my Garmin fitness watch calculation. And remember, many of the fitness watches including Garmin can recalculate your LTHR as you work out. This zone 2 is the most important range that we need to remember. So So all that we need to remember is this zone 2 lower value and zone 2's upper value. In my case, my lactate threshold is 164 and 80% of that comes to 131. My zone 2's upper limit is 89% of this LTHR value, that is 146. So during my zone 2 running, I will ensure that my heart rate falls between this range 131 to 146. That is what you should do. You will calculate your lactate threshold value and find the 80% and 89%. So we don't need lactate threshold, we can keep it aside. Another important value is VO2 max. That is the maximum capacity of oxygen utilization your system can have. It's a number. As you systematically do your workouts, VO2 max will improve. We don't need it, we'll keep it aside. So the only two numbers we need to remember, that is zone 2's lower limit and zone 2's upper limit. All other numbers we can forget. Now that we have everything needed for our zone 2 run, let's begin. 5 minutes of walking, brisk walking, 10 minutes of running till you reach zone 2. That is, you allow yourself 10 minutes to reach zone 2 lower limit. So in my case, it is 131. Then maintain 30 or more minutes of running between the zone 2 upper and lower limit. So in my case, 131 to 146. So I will ensure that if my heart rate is approaching 146, I will slow down or even walk so that I bring my heart rate within the zone 2 range. And then cooling down of 5 minutes and 5 minutes of stretches. I have separate videos on stretches as well. It's a must as a part of your workout. Stretches will help you to recover faster and reduce the chances of injury. Do this at least twice a week. Let me also mention that once a week you should do a high intensity interval training. During this HIIT training, you will touch zone 4 or zone 5 briefly. There are many videos on it. I have also created videos on HIIT training. Once a week or at least once in 2 weeks, you must do a HIIT workout which will improve your overall VO2 max value. But I don't want to complicate it too much at this stage. Just focus on your zone 2 values and zone 2 workout. To summarize, forget all the heart rate related terminologies and focus only on your lactate threshold and zone 2 value. Zone 2 running you must do at least twice a week. I wish you all the best with your running. Please let me know your comments and remember to like and share this video with your friends. Let's share fitness and also subscribe if you have not already, and remember to hit the bell icon so that you are notified of my weekly videos. Thank you and stay extremely fit. Bye bye.